Say, this is a Poulan Wild thing. And he's got a hole in the primer bulb. This may be one of those what's broke today things that's so simple I may not even post it, but I'm still going to record it. The first thing I do is that since it goes through the recoil starter, there's just 4 screws holding the recoil starter on, so well, pull all of them out. Pull the recoil starter off. Oh yeah, and I do not have one of those here. I wonder if my other ones will work for this. Yeah, I'm gonna go out to the barn and see if I got one that'll work. Okay, well I went and got one I thought I had the smaller ones, but I got big. All I could find was the bigger ones. And yeah, you notice on this as one fitting's longer than the other, that whenever you pull the hoses off, just make sure you put the you know, the hoses back on the appropriate fitting. Oh, that's off the long one. Yeah, this may not work. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to get him the correct one, so I guess we'll finish this thing up when I get a primer bulb in. And probably see all the tape residue. He thought he could fix it with duct tape. Not that I don't like using duct tape to fix things, which sometimes it does work, but it's not very compatible with gasoline. Because I think the other sticker with numbers on it for this saw is gone. But I should be able, with the Wild thing and that 2375, should be able to figure it out, because I think there's another sticker that was back here. Oh well. Okay, and change out our primer bulb is relatively easy. We get the starter pulled off, which is just 4 screws. I think I got the wrong torch thing, but it does fit. This one's a little loose. Okay, so we pull all 4 of those out. Then the starter comes off. And then I'll stand up and do this, but when we look at our primer, one of the tubes is longer than the other. So when you gently pull this out of here, we see that, you know, I'm going to pull off the short hose first, and then I'll pull off the long one and immediately put it back on its spot. Then we'll do the same thing with the short one. I mean, you couldn't get any much simpler than that, other than if you pull that and that, it goes back up in the hole. Another thing that this one has, and I don't know if I can peel it off and transfer it, is this rubber gasket looking thing. And then I have to run to the house. Some of these factory ones have little pins sticking out, and sometimes when you get the replacement, it comes with little push pins, and if it doesn't, we just got to put some small screws in there. Let me go get my screw assortment. Okay, after going through the assortment, I think these are the two I want. Because yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot to hold this in. Even though I kind of wonder how deep that hole is, if I should get a little bit longer one. I think I'll go to the next size longer. As good as that looked, it didn't fit as good as, or didn't go as deep in there as I would have liked. Yeah, I think that'll be better. Hey, I got help again. Hi, Ash. I don't care what you do, just don't knock this over, because there's a lot of little pieces in there. But for these small screw assortments, order these kits off of eBay for these little small machine screws. I mean, they're not that expensive. I think maybe this whole, I got standard and metric, and it probably spent around $20 or $25. Now, I don't know. There's 720 pieces in this one, and I don't remember how many's in the other, but it's about comparable. But yeah, it's just. And we just snug them down. They don't have to be super tight. And then we'll test it. There we go. And that looks good. And then we can put the starter back on. I just always pull the rope out so I can, by putting it on there and it recoils back in, since it catches to the flywheel, it pushes those little ears out of the way. And then say when I put these screws back in, I turn them backwards, and you feel them click down into the thread that it was in. Because if you keep creating new threads every time you put them in, you'll strip the hole out. Which sometimes isn't a big deal if you clean it out good. I put epoxy down in there, then put the screw back in and let it set up. Because as long as you don't clean the oil off of the screw, it usually doesn't stick to the to the new epoxy. But yeah, because I don't even know how much gas is in this, because it was. Yeah, not very much, because this thing was leaking the gas out. But yeah, when it's working good, it fills up with gas. We're all right, so. Well, I appreciate you watching this episode of me putting the primer bulb in the Poulan Wild thing. That, yeah, it's a real simple thing, so you don't always have to take it to the shop to get them fixed, even though some people, I need to show him how to do this, but I'm still not sure he just don't like tearing things apart because he's afraid he'll break more than he fixes, but I understand that. So, but hey, thanks for watching. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, why don't you join on in, because no telling what else you're going to see on What's Broke Today. Thank you.